Good morning, evening, and afternoon, wherever you might be. Welcome back to Creator Breakfast. Hopefully everything's coming through clearly today. It's good to be back. Sorry, I missed a couple of weeks there, but we're back again. The only show on a Saturday morning where you need to be before Niman Live. And so here we are. Welcome to everyone who's already joined in. We'll get to a few shout-outs, those who are in the chat already, in just a second. How has everyone's week been? We're here in the right smack bang in the middle of July, and it's all happening. The world's gone crazy, but we're still here on YouTube doing our thing, which is good. So how's your week been? Drop it in the chat. Let me know how it has been for you this week. My week has been busy. Yes. I've had an adventurous couple of weeks since I've been on the stream last couple of weeks ago. Now I got my car broke down on one Sunday, and so I haven't had a car for 2 weeks now. Coming up to 2 weeks tomorrow, so I don't have a car. Well, I have a car sitting in the driveway, but it's not doing anything, and so. So that's been a bit of a distraction and more travel time when I have to go somewhere. And so that's the big life change in my life in the last 2 weeks. But we're back, we're here, and we're going to talk all things content creation. So if you have questions, this is a Q&A stream for the next about an hour. We'll be here, hopefully, answering questions. So if you have a question, you can drop it in chat anytime. But first things first, we're going to hit up the chat and give some shout outs. Let me go back, and the two people that were in the chat before the stream started, In the Garden and the Blessings, was here, as was Urban Explorer. Neil, how are you? And let's start shouting out some people who are coming into the stream as we've gone live this morning, as we like to do at the start of the start of the stream. We like to give people shout outs, and here is, now I always have to get my mouth around Sanidhi. Yeah, I always butcher it, don't I? Every week I butcher it, so my apologies. Welcome and hello. And Neil's also saying afternoon. Good afternoon. If you're in that part of the world around Europe, UK, good afternoon. If you're in India, that's probably early evening, maybe late afternoon, early evening. Where I am, it is 5 minutes to 10 p.m. here in Brisbane, Australia. That is the time. And if you're waking up on the east coast of the US, it's coming up to 8 a.m. So I'm getting in here nice and early. And that's what Creator Breakfast is all about. Nice and early. We're up and at 'em as people get up. Okay, scrolling through the chat. And it's Chewburger, also from the UK. Welcome to the stream. And excellent. Chewburger has a question, so we're looking forward to that. Okay, my volume's low. Maybe that's just my proximity. Let me fiddle with my settings. It could be because I'm sitting a little bit away from the... Could be that I'm a little bit away from the mic as well. So let me punch it. I'll punch it to maximum volume, and then I don't have to get too close to the mic. Hopefully that's maximum volume on my focus right now. I probably do need to get a cloud lifter for this thing. Because it's, I don't think it's as low as a Shure SM7B, or whatever they're called. I am peaking a little bit. All right. I'm seeing some red, so I might be pushing it too hard now. Let me see. How is that going? How is that going? There we go. Hello, hello. I lost the stream on my iPad. Hopefully I'm still coming out live to everyone. I'm just going to refresh my stream on the iPad. No, I'm still there. All right. Technical difficulties this morning. I do seem to be peaking my mic, so I don't know whether that's something getting pushed out through YouTube side, but I'm pushing that out a little bit. Yeah. Just when I see the red on the Focusrite, it means I'm punching it a little bit too hard, so I'll just wind it back a fraction. Oh, all good. Okay, let's see what's happening in the chat. I did take it to full and then rock it back a fraction, just to. I don't want to be eating the microphone, and also I don't want to be peaking out. I don't want to be distorting. All right. Oh, here's a question. Oh, you asked me YouTube questions. Okay. This is content creation. You can ask me about a camera or how to live stream. Okay, I'm going to make a YouTube channel. Should I use clickbait to grow, or do you think it's better to grow honestly? Depends on your definition of clickbait. If your clickbait is promise one thing but not deliver, you probably want to skip that, because you'll get some angry people not wanting to subscribe and not wanting to come back to your channel. So if you do clickbait where you're not telling the truth, what's in the title and the thumbnail says, hey, I promise A, but in the video you deliver B, then you're going to probably find you're going to run into some problems with your audience or potential audience. Now, if you can tweak that so you can be compelling, so you can win the click but still tell the truth, or still promise something, you can still tease something and then deliver it in the video, then that's the type of clickbait that you do want to do, where you're baiting the click and actually delivering. As long as you deliver on the promise, then you can do that type of clickbait for sure. But if you just say, hey, we're going to have free ice cream for everybody, but people turn up at your channel and there's no free ice cream, then they're going to be disappointed. So that's my answer to that question. Let me get back through the chat here. No moderator today. Well, let's see who's here. Yeah, I can't see. No Sweeney, no Beanie, no Midnight Madness, no Eileen Smith. Who else is my moderator? Yeah, no moderators here, but we'll see. I can mod myself. I can mod myself. Okay, where are we? And here's Mr. Moki. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Moki. And Divyesh is here. It has been a while, indeed. It has been a while. It's been a while since I've seen you in here. And I'm not haven't been as consistent this year. I've been sort of on and skipping weeks and off and skipping weeks. And let me see if haven't missed anything here. Yeah, I haven't seen Beanie on live streams for a while, but I'm not always on the same live streams as Beanie frequents. I did talk to him on Discord today, so he's all good. Okay. Let us see. We've got questions. Duff Gaming is here. Welcome to the stream, and says, how do you get 4K subs? I'm stuck on 50, not 500. This would be my thoughts. If you're on 50, I wouldn't be worrying about 4,000. I'd make my first goal 100, because at 100 you can get your custom URL. Okay. The second thing I would do is after aiming for the 100, I'd probably aim for that 1,000. It'll take a little bit more work than 100, but get to 1,000, then you can potentially get close to monetizing. You can get your community tab and get a few other things. So I would be focusing on those goals. Just don't jump. It's like starting a YouTube channel and saying, I want 100,000 subscribers in 6 months. Like, you might be able to do it for sure, but it might not be a realistic goal, especially if it's your first time and you're still learning how to make videos, still learning how YouTube works, how to title properly, how to make decent thumbnails, all that stuff. You want to be able to sort of roll into the role of YouTube, start rolling and picking up tips and learning how to do all the different things you've got to do, because you've got to learn how to use a camera, how to use a microphone, how to edit. There's a lot of learning. It's a big learning curve when you're first starting. So focus on learning first. And as you learn, you'll start to grow. And then you'll get to the point where you'll be able to parlay everything you learned into growing your channel quicker. I want to just adjust my chat here so I don't lose track of where I'm up to. So just fixing that now. So the question we're asking is this one here from Duff Gaming. So how do I get to 4,000? Now, I'm assuming you're a gaming channel with the name Duff Gaming. So the first thing, gaming is a niche that's fairly saturated, which doesn't mean you can you're going to be stuck at 50. It just means it's going to take probably a little bit more work to get going, to get noticed. And my recommendations for a gaming channel is, if you want to get noticed, don't do what everyone else is doing. Don't just do Let's Plays. Don't just do like, hey guys, start your video. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we're playing Roblox or whatever game, Civilization or Sims or whatever you're playing. Think about how you can bring value, not just some entertainment or fun, but bring your personality, bring some knowledge, maybe knowledge about a particular game, or a particular character in a game, a particular weapon in a game, depending what sort of games you're playing, of course. Figure out a way to bring value, because value is a good door into actually finding those people who are looking for something and becoming a searchable video or a searchable channel. As a gamer, that's a good way to get started, and bringing people in is to actually teach something rather than just say, hey, I'm doing Let's Plays, come and watch me play Minecraft, and I'm just building a hut out of logs after I chop down this tree, and I'm, don't make it boring. Make it something that people are looking for. Make it exciting. Bring personality. Do everything you can to make it more interesting than what everybody else is doing. You don't want to be just like everybody else. If you be like everybody else, you're going to get everybody else's results. So all the other people who are stuck at a couple of hundred subscribers for 3.5 years, if you do what they're doing, you're probably going to get the same results. So you want to think about what you're presenting. And the number one thing, it doesn't matter if you're a gamer, if you're entertaining, or if you're a how-to channel or whatever, bringing value is the number one thing that you need to learn how to do on YouTube, full stop. So focus on value and bringing something unique to the table that will get people's attention, and that will start to grow your channel. And the growth will happen naturally because people start watching, and if people start watching, then after time, people start subscribing, and then everything grows from there. So aim for 100, aim for 1,000, and then you can aim for that 4,000. Okay. I'm leaving that one there. Here we go. We've got some self-appointed moderators in the chat, I see. Okay, here we go. The YT app for mobile has availability for community tab now. Does it also have discussion too for those under 1,000K? Let me check that for you. It's been a while since I've looked at it. I've been on the channel side of someone with less than 1,000K because obviously I'm getting close to 4.5. So let's have a look. Let me fire it up. Let me jump to one of my other channels that's under 1,000, and I will tell you right away. So let me just jump on over. Just have to select a different channel. Now, the tricky thing with the mobile app is you don't get the same sort of tab menus as you do on desktop. So how would I see all that? Because when you do a community post on the YouTube app, it just goes into your subscriber feed. So it'll be in amongst all the videos. Whereas on desktop, you've got your own dedicated section for the community tab for people to comment and go in and do all that. I don't think discussion tab is available on mobile. I don't see it. And it certainly won't be putting those in the subscription feed for people who are following you or subscribe to you, because only community posts do that. So I would say no, and I don't think it ever has been. So yeah, I'd say no. That's my short answer from what I can tell. Just looking at my phone real quick. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, and the community tab is good. I need to use mine more. Just Cheeseburgers bringing the comedy. Bringing the comedy today. And that's right, Divesh. The YouTube app on iPad, like I've got an iPad Pro, and still to this day, no community tab. They really need to get that updated. YouTube are a bit slack on that. So YouTube, if you're listening, and I know your bots are, let's get the community tab into the iPad app. That'd be great. This is China is back. Good to see you here again. Thank you. After 3 years, I was stuck on 2K, and in a week, something happened. Now I'm on 6.17K with one video and one stream. Wow. Yeah, sometimes things can just blow up with one video or something happens or something like that, and you can just like explode. Look, there's people who can explode to immediate subscribers in like a week. So, it's very possible to blow up in a smaller value, but still a significant growth for where you're at on YouTube. So yeah, that's great. Just keep bringing the value, keep bringing consistency. That's the key. TubeBuddy free version has the best ways to make thumbnails. Yeah, they have. If you have trouble with getting good at making thumbnails, then that thumbnail feature in TubeBuddy is handy because you can do it right on YouTube. Let's see. What do we got? Yeah, and the thing with iPad too is if you've got iOS 13, you can now use Safari. You can actually bring up YouTube in Safari and look at the full desktop version in Safari. So I know, well, I can on my iPad Pro. I'm pretty sure it'll be the same if you've got iOS 13 on some of the other iPads. So you can actually do some of that stuff over in the full desktop version on your iPad. So that's a handy little tip as well. Okay. Let me just scroll back because I think I'm seeing stuff in my chat that was... just trying to see where I'm up to. Looks like there was some... Why don't I have the community tab on my iPad? Yeah, community tabs don't show up on the iPad. So yeah, we were just talking about that. And welcome to Peter. Peter Delling is here. Just one question. Is there a way to block the low-paying ad networks? If you know where the ad's sending people to, like the URL that the ads send people to, you can go into your Google AdSense account and block the URLs so you don't get ads that are pointing to those URLs. I've got a couple I've put in my AdSense to stop, like people, I don't want to have any ads where people are being told to buy views on YouTube or, crazy stuff like that. And, if I come across any ads that might possibly be popping up before my channel and it doesn't represent me, or it's something a little bit dodgy, maybe a political thing, I don't know, I'll go in and add those to my blocked URLs in Google AdSense, and then those ads won't appear. Obviously, it's going to cut your revenue a little bit because they won't show those ads. They might show a different ad, or they just might not show an ad at all. So it could impact your revenue, but probably not by too much if it's just one sort of URL or ad that your particular ad that you're blocking. But yeah, you need to know the URL or the domain, the head domain URL of where that ad is directing people to. So one that's been surfacing recently on YouTube, particularly in the creator circles, is TubeKarma. I've put the URL for TubeKarma in my AdSense blocked URLs because I don't want to be advertising people buying views and subscribers, because that's nonsense. It's surprising that YouTube actually allow that to be advertised on YouTube, but it's because Google Ads is the one that's selling the ad space, not YouTube itself. So I think that's probably why. But YouTube, if you're listening, don't let dodgy sites like TubeKarma advertise on YouTube. It just confuses creators. All right. Scrolling through. There's a few things going on in the chat. Okay, yeah, that's just the same question, just worded differently. So yeah, if you know the URL, you can block it in AdSense. That's good news that you got your account back that was hacked. So yes, good news. Congratulations. It's good that you got that sorted. There's some dodgy stuff going out there with particularly early this year when COVID first started, and I think some hackers and people who were trying to take advantage of YouTubers to get their channels were taking advantage of the mayhem, less YouTube stuff being on hand to police stuff. It feels like it's settled down. I haven't heard as many stories about people getting hacked in the last month or two, but earlier this year it was pretty bad. It was like people all over the place saying that they got their channel hacked or they got their channel compromised, they're taken over. So that's good news that you got it back. Well done. All right, where are we up to in the chat? I'm just scrolling down here to find questions. On the ball, welcome to the stream. Let's put that up there. Is Streamlabs available on computer? Streamlabs is. It's called Streamlabs OBS. It's basically an offshoot of OBS that Streamlabs have basically skinned and added new features to. And you can get it on PC, and now it's just come out on Mac. So if you're PC or Mac, you can get Streamlabs OBS. To be honest, I prefer, if I had to go OBS or Streamlabs OBS, I go to the original OBS. But if you want some automation, like some of the alerts built in and some of the other things that you might get with chat windows and stuff, then Streamlabs OBS is good for that. If that's something that's particularly on your need list for your live streams, yeah. Yes, he should be. Yeah. He's planning on his normal time today. Last night was a members only stream, so he should be good to go. Should be good to go. And we'll check on that a little bit later in the stream. Check the status of Nimmin Live. Should be starting on the hour at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's his normal start time. Oh. There's a bit of comedy going on in the chat today. Okay. I've got to make sure I don't miss any real questions here. Currently, there are no actual official mods in the chat, just to give everyone a heads up. Is there a way to get views faster and sub faster than posting videos? No. If you get views and subscribers by any other way other than posting quality content, then you're doing it wrong. If you're begging people for subscribers, or if you're buying subscribers or views, not only is it against YouTube's terms of service, but it's actually a way to actually do damage to your channel. If you actually get away with it, don't actually lose your channel. You're actually doing damage to your channel. Better to have a little bit slower growth and do it right for the reward down the road than to try and get things fast. The problem today with a lot of people is they want quick results. And if you're on YouTube, quick results is something that come to those who have done YouTube for a while. These people who blow up overnight quite often, not all the time, but quite often, have put in the work behind the scenes. They've had channels before, so they know what they're doing. They know how to grow a channel, which is why people, who go gangbusters, like Daryl Leaves has multiple channels, over 1 million subscribers. And quite honestly, it's because he knows what he's doing, and he's been doing it for over 10 years. And you can't expect the same results having come in and been doing YouTube for a month, for example, and expect the same results as, say, Nick Nimmin or PewDiePie or Mr. Beast. You can't expect the same results because they've been doing it for, like Nick Nimmin's been doing YouTube for 5 to 6 years minimum, maybe another year or two more on top of that. Mr. Beast has been doing it for quite a few years. He's been doing it for at least 5 or 6 years. People who are like in some of the Minecraft space are blowing up. They've been doing it for a long time, like Mumbo Jumbo, who's on at least 4 to 5 million subscribers now. He's been doing it since he was 14 years old. He's now in his early to mid-20s. He's been doing it for 10 years. He didn't hit 1 million until a couple of years ago, and then he's just exploded in the last couple of years. It comes to experience. If you don't have the experience, don't expect the results of those who do. Anyway, I think I went off on a tangent on that one. What was the original question? Is a way to get views faster and subs faster than posting videos. So in other words, post videos, and don't just post videos for quantity's sake. Post videos that got some quality to them, that actually meet a need, they provide value, and they are going to be entertaining or rewarding to the watcher. If you just make videos for the sake of making videos, and people look at it and go, no, I'm not really interested in that, they're going to click away. That isn't going to grow your channel. You want videos that keep people sticking around for as long as possible. If you get YouTube Premium as a viewer, if you get YouTube Premium as a viewer, any videos you watch on YouTube, they don't have ads, but some of the proceeds from your premium subscription go to those actual channels that you viewed content on. So that's sort of the offset of not having videos play on those views. TikTok is very annoying. TikTok is annoying, and annoying ad works are very low. TikTok, I don't know too much about, like, I have not even installed TikTok on any of my devices, so yeah. Where are we? Scaly Models, welcome to the stream. Sorry if I'm a little bit behind in the chat, but we're catching up. All right. How do I get custom? Yes. Now a serious question. I used to have a channel with a fake name called Alex Tox. It got deleted by me accidentally. YouTube support isn't helpful for that scenario. Can you help? Yeah, I've never dealt with someone who's deleted their channel and then tried to get it back. I've never come across that before. So yeah, no, I'm probably not helpful in that regard. But yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, if you delete it, like they give you voice, even when you say go and delete a video off your channel, and you click the delete, and then it says, "Are you sure if you delete this, you can't undo it?" And they give you like a warning before you say yes, it's okay, delete the video. It's a little bit. I think it's nearly the same. Well, not that I've attempted it, but I'm expecting it would be the same. If you click, "Hey, delete my channel," it's going to say, "Are you sure you want to delete your channel?" So when they do that, that starts the ball rolling on their servers to start deleting the content 100% off the channel, so all your videos and everything. So you don't want to be doing that. And if you are planning on deleting a channel ever, make sure if you don't have the videos on a hard drive somewhere, make sure you download them first before you delete your channel, because you won't be able to get them back. Unless you know the right people in YouTube that can get onto it quickly. But I don't know. I'm not in the know of anybody or have the privilege of having the ear of somebody that far into YouTube. The best I can do is know people close to the source, but I don't know anybody who can specifically help with that particular question. So, yeah, it's unfortunate that you've deleted the channel, though. What's the best streaming service to have a low-end PC? If you have a low-end PC, you probably don't want to be doing any encoding on the computer. You just want to be sending your camera or whatever out to maybe a server style. So something like StreamYard, where you're basically taking your mic and your camera and sending it to their server, which is putting the stream together and then sending it out to YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whoever you're streaming to. So something like that. There's StreamYard I highly recommend. StreamYard would be my number one choice for that. Let me drop that for you. I'll drop that in the chat. Just a link to StreamYard if you want to go check it out. The other ones that I know of, there's probably a couple of others that do it in the cloud. There's one for sort of geared towards gamers a little bit more, which I think is called, Go Lightstream, I think it's called. I did cover it in a video where I did compared some options for people who are leaving. What was that? What's that service that Google used to do for YouTube? We could have multiple people on. I forgot what it's called now. It's the one that everybody now uses StreamYard for, but the one that Google did and they shut it down. When I was doing a video for Google Hangout, that's the one. Google Hangout replacements. My Google Hangout replacements video, I talked about StreamYard, but I also talked about Go Lightstream, because they had an option to bring people in to the stream as well. But that was also based in the cloud, and I believe now there's that Restream putting something together that for cloud streaming as well, a little bit similar to what StreamYard's doing. And also there's another one. Maybe BeLive, but BeLive is really odd. I've never really gotten into BeLive, but they used to always just stream to Facebook and nothing else. But they do YouTube now. But BeLive is another one. So there's a few of them. But if you want my recommendation, StreamYard, the one I dropped in the chat. All right, here's a question here. I wanted to ask about the categories of your videos. Does it matter what category I use? E.g. a music video with scenery, or can it be travel categories? Yeah, categories on YouTube, even though it's there, it really doesn't matter. Like I set mine to how to and style. It's like, because there's categories, there's a whole plethora of video types out there that aren't covered by categories. They don't fall into one of the categories. They're really general categories. So like I put mine under how to or style, but some people might put it under like teaching or something like that, because I do, tutorials and things on my channel. So you just pick the one that's the best fit for the video, or just keep the same type throughout your whole channel. If you do similar content all the time, just pick one and just run with it. It doesn't really affect anything in regards to promoting your videos or showing it to the right people, because YouTube determine all that off your content, the content itself, the thumbnails, the title, the description, the tags a little bit, but the content of the video particularly. YouTube works that all out itself and knows who to show it to. All right. Paul Peck is in the house. Paul, how's it going there today? Good morning to you. Messages are getting through. Titles, thumbnails, and descriptions, are they that important? Yes. I think that the T's that are the most important are the topic, obviously what you're making the video about. That's pretty important. The thumbnail, because the thumbnail helps you win the click, as does the title. The title also doubles with the thumbnail to be what people are seeing when they're scrolling through their subscription feed or their homepage feed or the suggested videos. So the thumbnail and title work together in tandem. So the title's got to be both compelling, and also there's also a search factor with the title as well. And then again, the description, the first, particularly the part that's above the fold in the description, that's always helpful for SEO purposes, particularly if you're doing search content, for people to be able to find the video. And to a lesser extent, the tags. Do tags, but don't spend too much time working on tags. Just do the thing you do with tags. YouTube work it all out. As I mentioned just before, YouTube work out what your video's about for themselves based on what they see in the video, and how you're titling the video and the thumbnail as well. They actually scan the thumbnail. They actually scan the picture and could tell a lot about what the thumbnail's about just from running it through some AI. They're all important. They're all important. I'd say thumbnails and titles, description to a lesser extent, but description is good, particularly that top part, the first part above the fold, first paragraph, the first sentence. Where are we? John of Drones is in the house. I have the applaud feature on beta. Oh, that's rare. I have not. I think I've seen it once in the wild. It would be great if YouTube told other viewers how they can use it to tip creators. Yeah, they've got a help article about it, but they haven't really promoted it except for it got mentioned on Creator Insider months ago. And the only other video I've ever seen on the applaud feature was one done by Andrew Can, who works for TubeBuddy, but he did it on his channel, which is about the applaud feature. I think it was on his channel. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of information about the applaud feature, so it's out there, and people come across it, and they're probably wondering what that clap button is. What's that clap button on people's videos? It's like, yeah, they really need to promote it so people actually know to use it. So you can't test it if people don't know what it is. So sometimes I think what we need to do, if we're on the beta, we need to maybe get out there and maybe mention in our video, hey, in this video, you can see that if you're in certain countries, you can see the applaud button. What that means is if you click that, you can give $2 to me. That'd be great. But yeah, I have not seen that in a while except for one occasion. They're talking about it. I know it is already banned in India, TikTok. Here in Australia, they're talking about it. It was in the news a couple of weeks ago, and just probably a day or two after, it was in the US are talking about it as well. So we'll have to see what happens. Some say it's all a lot of hot air, a bit like the US and Huawei banning Huawei phones in the US because they're a Chinese company. It's the same sort of thing. TikTok's a Chinese company. Let's ban it. There are some security issues, security concerns with TikTok. So that's one of the reasons why I don't have it on my phone, why I'm not doing TikTok is, it's like why I don't have Facebook Messenger on my phone and I don't use WhatsApp. Because at some time or other, there were security concerns with those apps about collection of personal data. So I just stay clear of that stuff and I'll say, no thanks. Insane McLean is in the house. Welcome. I better keep an eye on the time. We are at 1:30 the hour. Look at that. And I haven't changed off this scene. I've been on this scene for the whole show. All right. We've had a lot of questions. Thank you for the questions today. It's always good when we get plenty of questions. I can come through and answer the questions. I do have segments. If we need something to talk about, I have segments. We always look at some YouTube news stuff if there's any YouTube news. And we haven't done our subscriber shout out yet. Might get to that shortly. Let's do one more question and we'll do the subscriber shout out. You might be one of those subscribers who've recently subscribed to my channel. I shout out the last probably 8 or so people who have subscribed to my channel. the last recent ones. We'll do that in a second. How important are having many playlists and how often to make one? Yeah, you can be flexible on how often you should make one. I think playlists need to make sense for people, and they need to be descriptive, like in the title, and playlists also have descriptions, so be descriptive in the descriptions. You know what I mean? I think it's good to direct people to playlists at the end of your videos or in your pinned comments or in your description rather than a single video, because they're more likely to watch a number of videos in that playlist rather than just the one video that you're sending them to. So where possible, I send people to playlists at the end of my video rather than a single video. So that's why playlists are good for more watch time, because it keeps people on your channel longer, keeps people watching your videos longer. So that's why playlists are of value. So if you can think of ways to logically make more playlists and be able to point people to those playlists, then it's a good thing. So if the videos you put together in that playlist sort of make sense, whether it's around a topic or it's an actual proper series or whatever it might be, that's a good way to go. So yeah, the more playlists, the better. I wouldn't go overboard. I would also make sure that you have like not too many videos in the playlist, but not too few either. You probably want a minimum of 3 videos in a playlist, and probably up to about, you can be a bit flexible with the lengths, but typically probably about 6 to 8 videos in a playlist. You don't want like a playlist of 50 videos, like every video on your channel. That'll probably get a little bit overboard. But I would maybe just, keep concise. So if people do actually go through, make it through that whole playlist, and hey, that's great. They've watched 6 to 8 videos. That's more than you'll get than if you just directed somebody to, say, a single video. So yeah, playlists are very important. Be creative. Make sure you use a good title that explains what the playlist is, and the description, which is good also, because playlists can actually show up in some searches and show up on some suggested in certain circumstances. So having a description there will actually give it some juice, for search, in the sense that you might be describing in a paragraph what this playlist is about. So they go, okay, yeah, that playlist is about A, B, and C. So that's great. I think my iPad's timed out again. All right, where are we? I'm getting down the list, and we're going to take a quick break and jump over to the segment that we like to do. And where are we? Here we go. It's time to shout out some subscribers. All right, on the list this week, this is the last 8 people who have publicly subscribed to my channel. So, who we got here? We've got, I'm going to go from the top. The top is the most recent down. There's the last 8 people to publicly subscribe to my channel. So if you're watching, then make sure you drop a comment in the chats to let me know that you're here. That is, I'm assuming it's not one conic, it's iconic. I think I get the reference there. Mermaid Hearts 22. Alex Flow Gaming. Lyric Edits, Love Edits. Kura Rai Live, Inspirations TV, Rems TV, and M Polite. So if any of you are here, welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for being here on my channel. I'm glad that there's something about my channel that's brought value. If you're in here, let me know what video you saw of mine that you decided to subscribe with, or you're watching, and then you hit the subscribe button. Let me know what video that was. If you're in the chat here, let me know. That'd be cool to know. Interesting feedback that you might not get from analytics per se. All right, let's jump back here to, let's go to the slim version now. We've got a countdown. We're just under 20 minutes away from wrapping this up and getting on over to Niman Live, which is what we like to do. Because I haven't caught up with the chat, let's scroll down and see what other questions we have in here. Fully Involved Media Group is here. That is not the one I clicked. There we go. I click one and a different one comes up. Okay, we have a question. What's your opinion of the new RPM metric in analytics? Do you think YouTube will kind of remove the CPM metric to make CPM less visible? That's a good question. I haven't personally checked mine out yet. And one of the news articles that we're going to go into, if we get to it today, was just mentioning about the RPM metric and how they introduce that and what it covers. Let's actually jump over to that right now. Let's jump over just to look at that article. Let me see if I can find which tab that's on. And I've just closed. Oh, here it is. All right, let me bring that up. And the news. All right, here we go. Oh, this is great because I got this side screen now and I can actually see what you guys are seeing, whereas all I can see here is my web browser. Okay, this is what it says. This is RPM. YouTube now tells creators exactly how much money they make from ads, super chat, channel memberships per 1,000 views. So RPM is revenue per mil, and mil means 1,000 views. And so the interesting thing is CPM used to just cover basically your ad revenue. It used to be based on just ad revenue only, how much you're earning through ad revenue, whereas RPM is all revenue that's coming through YouTube. So your channel memberships, your super chats, your super stickers, and your ad revenue. I don't think there's any other avenues because merch is separate because that's obviously done off-site through, even though you've got an integration with your merch shelf, if you have that, that's done off-site through Teespring or whoever you're using. So let's see if we could. The highlight of this is now the key things to note here. A creator's RPM figure is meant to tell them how much income they are making, including their 55% cut of ad revenue for monetized views, plus earnings from YouTube Premium. That's the other one. Channel memberships, super chat, and super stickers per 1,000 views, both monetized and non-monetized. So for every 1,000 views you get on your channel, it basically is calculated like an average of how much those 1,000 views have earned you, whether you've gotten super chats in live streams or premieres, or whether you've just from the ad revenue, if you've got channel memberships. So basically it takes all those earnings and then divides it by those 1,000 view chunks and gives you a figure. Now, I haven't looked at mine. I have no idea what mine is, so I'm going to look at that. Obviously not on stream. There's certain things that you are and aren't allowed to share publicly about your channel, particularly when it comes to revenue. But basically, they've given a little a GIF demo here on the Twitter feed from Team YouTube. So RPM is total revenue earned per 1,000 views. Let's see if this plays. In the revenue tab, it's clicking the revenue tab and then it's showing you the RPM there as a tab on the main graph area on the revenue tab in analytics. So that's pretty cool. As I said, I haven't looked at mine yet. I will be getting over there and looking at mine at some point during the week. And let's jump back to the main view. There we go. So yeah, it's interesting. Seeing we were talking about RPM and I had the article, it's a good idea to bring that up. Yeah, I have no thoughts on what they're going to do with CPM. I think CPM is probably valid for people for certain areas of metrics. I don't even look at I honestly don't even look at my CPM at this point. So, but I'm sure at some point people are still looking at their CPM, so they'll probably keep them around, but probably make the RPM part more prominent. All right. Oh, Lily Tree is in the house. Welcome. Welcome. Now, there's a question here. Let's see what this is. Let's say I have two videos that are exactly 3 minutes long. Oh, YouTube math. Who likes YouTube math? 5 people watch entirety of both of them. Okay. Okay, 2 videos, 3 minutes long. 5 people watch both all the way through. Does that mean I've had 30 minutes of watch time since 5 times 3 is 15? It's 50. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, for the actual watch time, not averages or percentages, but yeah, the actual watch time, how much time people have actually watched, either watched front to end, without fast forwarding, without rewinding. If they've just watched it from 0 to the 3-minute mark without anything, jumping ahead or anything else, then yeah, 3 minutes per view, 5 views, 15 minutes, 2 videos, 30 minutes. Yeah, it just adds up like that. That's exactly right. Exactly right. Where are we? Oh, done that one. I've done that one. Okay. Crappy Logins. That's an interesting name. Oh, you sub just now? Let me have a look. Maybe it's just updated after I've navigated away. Let's jump back over and have a look. It'll refresh from Streamlabs. Interesting. I can't even remember if I've got subscribers turned on my alerts, because I do have alerts on the stream when people super chat. It plays a little noise. I can't remember if I got subscribers turned on. I thought I did, but I'm not sure. Let me jump back to the screen. Yeah, I don't know why it's coming up. Sometimes Streamlabs lags on updating the event lists, is what I have noticed from time to time. Let's see. And here's Miriam. Welcome, Miriam. Good to see you here. And I've caught up with the chat. Yes. All right. I've caught up with the chat. We've got, how long have we got? We got 12 minutes. We got 12 minutes because it says it right. No, there. All right. Keep dropping your questions anyway. Let's jump back. I've got a couple of other news articles around YouTube this week, and I won't play. There we go. That's the one we looked at. I actually accidentally deleted one of them when I came in here before. Now I'm not going to go into any detail on the other two of these, but there's an interesting article which goes into a study that a scientist has done as to what makes a YouTube video hit the trending tab. It's like, what about a video makes it trending? So he basically studied all the trending videos in 2019 and came up with a bit of an analysis of that. And you have to go and read the article and the report. I haven't read the whole thing, but there's a whole link at the bottom from this data scientist at the bottom here. You can see the full report. If you go to the article in Tube Filter and find it, you can see the full report for this. But it's interesting. One of the things it did was tell us what channels trended the most. And obviously it's going to be some of the larger channels because they're A, putting out a lot of content, and B, they're getting the views and subscribers and everything that makes their videos probably easier for them to trend. And these are the top couple of channels that had the most trending videos in 2019. So this is in order of how many videos they actually got trending in the calendar year 2019. And it's a little bit fuzzy, but Linus Tech Tips was number one. They had more trending videos than any other channel in 2019. That was followed by some cooking channels, Binging with Babish and Bon Appetit. And that was followed by The King of Random, and then Marcus Brownlee, MKBHD, of course. First We Feast, so some more cooking. So the cooking niche is quite trending. Good Mythical Morning. Skip and Shannon Undisputed, Unbox Therapy, another tech channel, followed by WWE, and we go on. There's a few more. Obviously, WWE is probably one of the first brand channels there, which is actually branding. So they get it. Try Guys is in there. ESPN's in there. Smosh is in there near the bottom. But they were like... And every one of these channels that are on this little chart here had over 300 videos hit the trending tab in 2019. Linus had the highest. His was 365. So basically, he had a trending video every day for the whole year, even though they might cross over, and not every day he has a trending video. So a lot of his videos trended, which is amazing. It's amazing to have that many trending videos. So that's interesting. I thought I'd share that. If you want more details, you can go to Tube Filter, find the article, and you can deep dive into all the statistics by following the link to the report. And then he goes in, they were studying all the things about, is it the time of day? Is it, what is it about these videos that make it trending? What are the common words in the titles? What are the most common words that show up in the title, like 2019 or official, video, trailer, music, game, new, highlights? So there's not a specific word, but it's a lot of words that a lot of people have on their videos. They went into all sorts, like they diced and sliced and diced the statistics all the way home on that one. So if you're into statistics and stuff, that's probably something you might be interested in looking at. If you want to break down what you got to do to get on trending. Another article that come out is Google search results allegedly promote YouTube videos over more popular clips from competitive platforms. This is an interesting thing. It's been alleged that Google, when you do a Google search, it is putting YouTube videos, because Google, of course, owns YouTube. They're putting YouTube videos ahead of, say, a video result from Facebook or from Twitch or from any of the other video sharing platforms that are out there. So they're being accused of actually being favourable to their own, to their own platform. Now, Google CEO Sundar Pichai is facing Congress. They're doing an investigation, and they're going to be asking questions about this and probably some other things that are coming up as well. So that's the alleged. So the thing I get out of that, without getting into all the boring political stuff, is, hey, if you want to get promoted somewhere other than just YouTube, then if you can optimize your videos for YouTube and for Google, then you're likely to be promoted on Google as well as YouTube. So if you want to learn more, of course, and there's a full report. Now, the original report comes from the Wall Street Journal, so take that with a grain of salt if you think their reporting is not your cup of tea. But they've got a link to the full article and full report from the Wall Street Journal. They're also in the article on Tube Filter. So yeah, that's the story. Now, I had another one which I accidentally deleted when I came over before, so I do apologise, but that's okay. We'll get back to the main camera here. Let me get rid of this off the screen. 5 or 6 minutes to go. Where are we in the chat? There's a question. Is it just me, or are YouTube stories not working properly on PC? I don't see stories on PC. I don't see them. I might have to have a look around. I don't really see stories promoted. I know you can go on the homepage and they're down there, but I generally, when I'm on desktop, I'm always in the subscription feed because I'm looking at subscription stuff. Like if I'm browsing videos, I'm more likely doing it on my iPad. So I can't speak to what might or might not be happening in regards to stories on desktop. So if anybody has any thoughts, chime in. McDonald's Fries Gamer is here. Welcome. I'd just like one, please. Okay. I don't understand, what do people mean by how to grow your YouTube channel 2020? Pretty sure the method 2029 will almost be the same. Yeah, when people include the year in the title, they're usually trying to tell people that the information in this video is current because it's the current year. And a few years ago, there was a practice of where people would go back and update the year in their videos. So they made it in 2019, but then they'll update it to 2020. But that's sort of gone out of fashion, and I wouldn't recommend it because it's sort of, people check that. People are cluey, and they go, hang on, you made this video 2 years ago, but then it says this is how to grow a YouTube channel in 2020. But you made this 2 years ago. So if you could certainly use the year just to qualify that this video is current. which is a good idea. Maybe you want to go back later and maybe just take the year off if the year ends. Like I've probably got, I know there's videos out there that'll say how to do XYZ in 2019, and people probably don't bother going back and taking the 2019 off. And then that instantly, the downside is it instantly dates that video. Once you hit the new year, that video has been dated. And there's a little hack. As you're coming towards the end of the year, you could be putting out videos and saying how to do XYZ in 2021. If you're in, say, December, and you're prepping for the new year, start maybe adding 2021 to your title if it's like a how-to content. Something that's going to be evergreen and work through into the following year. So that's probably a way to do it as well. My iPad is doing all sorts of nutty things. I've lost all internet on my iPad, so hopefully I'm still going out on the airwaves. Phantom 360, hello. How do you get ideas? I think, Pete, now that comes down to how you think. Like, for me, for ideas, I often get inspiration from talking to viewers and subscribers. They might mention something in a comment. I might read a comment on another channel even who might do similar content to what I'm doing. I go, hey, that's a great idea. That hasn't been covered. I might be able to cover that. And that might be a good idea. And so I'll write that down or make a note of it or try to remember it. It's like brainstorming is something that you need to sit down and do from time to time. Maybe just get a pad of paper and a pen or a notes app on your iPad or iPhone or whatever you happen to be using. My iPad is going crazy. I'm just going to shut it down. It's gone nuts. Nick Nimmin has a lot of good videos on how to come up with video ideas. On some of those videos, he'll give specific ideas, which might be sort of general ideas, which you can then twist and apply to your niche. Other videos he's got the last one that I think he did, which was last year, is Endless Video Ideas, which is one I highly recommend because it teaches you how to go and look for ideas by looking through YouTube and looking through seeing what people are looking for. Because what people are looking for, if they're searching for it, that's a prime idea because it's something that people want to know and they're looking for videos. And if they find a video on it, they'll probably watch it. So that's a great way to get ideas. So there's all different ways you can get ideas just by purely brainstorming, by talking to your subscribers from comments, by doing checks of YouTube searches, see what people are searching, how often it's being searched, how popular is that search. Google Trends, of course, will help you with that as well. So there's a lot of different ways to go about it. You can maybe get together with a bunch of your friends and just start coming up with ideas. Say, hey, let's come up with 5 video ideas about how to ride a bike or, whatever your videos are about. All right. There's questions here. If 200 viewers per 3-minute videos equals 600 minutes, is 10 hours. That's right. We need 40,000 hours to get monetized. Will we need, how many 3-minute videos do we need to make? Well, it's not so much how many you need to make, it's how many views on those videos you need. Obviously, you want to keep making. Obviously, the more videos, the better because you've got more doorways into your channel, more videos for maybe the same person to watch. There's somebody who's an avid viewer of your channel. If you've got more videos, then they're going to try and watch every single video. So if you've got less videos, then they've watched them. They're not going to come back and watch them unless it was really intriguing. So you want to keep making videos, but at the same time, if you get more views on each video, that's less videos you have to make technically to get to 4,000 hours of watch time. So, it's not a simple math of 4,000 divided by, 600 hours or whatever. That's how many views you'll need, but maybe not necessarily how many videos you'll need. But sometimes you want to make a video that's a little bit longer. Sometimes you might make a couple that are a little bit shorter. So, look at that. I just looked. The countdown has hit 0. The countdown has hit 0. Eileen's in the house. Welcome. Right at the end. Did you just love it when you have to ban your own sister from your friend's channel? Oh, isn't it bad when people take advantage of relationships and act up and think they're not gonna ban me because the moderator's my brother? It's like, yeah, it sucks to be the brother, the one that has to actually do the moderation. I get that. All right. There's still questions here. Let's see if we can hit some real quick. We've got about 4 minutes. Nick Nimmer's probably going to go live any second. I need to get over there and moderate. What do you think about the ad changes coming to YouTube? That was the other article that I accidentally deleted. Was about the move from 10-minute videos getting mid-roll ads to 8-minute videos getting mid-roll ads. So if they're over 8 minutes, they will get it. Whereas currently it's over 10 minutes. I don't think it's a big difference. I think there might be a handful of videos in your content that might actually now be eligible for mid-roll ads. And I guess you just have to decide if you just want them to apply them automatically or whether you want to manually handle that yourself. And you can do that in your settings. So, yeah. So, yeah, as Neil says, there's more opportunity to actually make a few extra cents or dollars maybe, depending on the views that you're getting. Am I sure? Don't ask me that. I'm not sure of anything. Let me do a refresh. Yeah, he's got a scheduled live stream. In fact, I'm jumping over there right now. And I think he's probably just gone live because I'm getting an ad. So, because I'm getting an ad and I can hear it in my headphones. Oh, everyone can hear it everyone can hear the ad.
You are doing on YouTube.
See, he's live. I can hear him now. Let me just mute that. And we'll wrap things up. Make sure you get on over to Nick Nimmer's channel because he started. And we're still here, blabbing away. This is Doug. And thank you for joining me today. If you want to join me next week, 8 a.m. Eastern or thereabouts, maybe a few minutes earlier because I like to go a little bit early. Nick has just gone live. I want to send you all over there because, I'm going over there. You might as well join me. And I don't even know if this link works. I drop it every week. I don't know if it works, but drop in the link. There it is. Make sure you head on over there. I'll let you go. Thank you for joining me. See you next week. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later. There's my end screen.